What's going on, everybody? Matt Tabacco from SmokinTobacco.com. I'm at PCA 2026 in New Orleans with coverage brought to you by Drew Estate. I'm at the Meerapfel cigar booth with Jeremiah Meerapfel. Jeremiah, this is your first show at PCA, well, on your own, in the Meerapfel Temple, where we are, and this is an exciting time.
Matt, always good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Welcome to the House of Meerapfel.
Yeah, it's very calm in here. It's cozy. It's nice. I have to say, I'm very relaxed. I think that's what you wanted.
That's exactly what we want. I think when you're lighting up a Meerapfel cigar, you should be relaxed.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, look, this is a big deal. You guys are making an impact here. You're at the show in the U.S. market, and you're beginning to expand. Just tell us what it's been like the last few years and where you're going. What's the journey like?
Wow, what's the journey like? Well, the last 400 years have been rough, my friend.
That's for sure.
We've gone through a lot, and we're blessed. We're happy to be here in the United States of America. We're very, very excited. We pre-launched some of the lines a couple years ago. The Meerapfel cigar came out in a very, very small way, just to a few of the retailers. And in the last 6 months, the La Estancia Exclusiva, the behind the scenes, went as well to a few retailers. And a lot of our friends and a lot of the American retailers have been reaching out for quite some time now and asking us to enter the U.S. market, which wasn't officially done in a substantial way. So we're very proud to be here in 2026. PCA, I was about to say RTDA, but those days are gone.
Yeah, that was a long
the
time ago.
2026 PCA with the Meerapfel Temple here, and the Maison Meerapfel, the Meerapfel Universe, the products, all of our things, our teams here at the PCA. This is big. This is the first time we've ever done anything like it, and we're very proud, and we're very blessed and very happy and humbled to be here with all of you and everybody else.
Yeah, I mean it's exciting to see. I mean it's beautiful in here, and I know you had your Meerapfel cigars that we've seen in the U.S., and then there's your Selection Meerapfel, which is now entering the United States, which was formerly only in Europe, correct?
Correct. Well, yes, the Selection Meerapfel, or the family reserve blends, as we call them, are a portfolio of cigars which our family has been blending forever, actually. My grandfather was having Selection Meerapfel cigars made for him in Cuba. Back in the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s. We had cigars made for us in Cuba later than those dates as well. And then a few years back, I decided, well, why not commercialize some of the blends, some of the family blends? And so the Meerapfel family blend portfolio was formally introduced and made available to the world.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't smoked any of those yet, but I've smoked some of this, and it's really special. And I know that we've talked a little bit about in some of the other videos that we've made, the mechanics behind the tobacco, and really getting into European luxury and simplicity. I mean, you've been looking at this piece right here that we have in front of us, which you guys will see. The ashtrays of which the cigars are presented in. That's right, it's clean, it's simple, but you can feel the uber luxury, the elegance that it carries. It's not too over the top, but it really makes its statement.
Thank you, Matt. I think what makes Meerapfel is tobacco. The ashtrays are very nice, and we do put 14 karat gold, and we have beautiful bands, and we apply the European luxury code on our products. But I think it's deeper than that, and what's important to us is, first and foremost, is tobacco. What we're known for is tobacco, and I think what we're respected for is tobacco. And so the beginning of the creation of anything we do has to do with the right tobacco, having access to very unique tobaccos in the world, growing some very special tobacco, as you know, aging that tobacco in a way which is very unique also to the industry, and then blending that tobacco in certain ways. So what's important to us is that Meerapfel remains first and foremost a company of tobacco, a house of tobacco, and having access and using the finest tobaccos in the world, as we spoke about, technically working those tobaccos for them to perform in a very specific way and deliver flavors, deliver balance. Balance, I think, is a key word here. Deliver harmony, so that the cigar can perform at a very high level in a very specific way. And then obviously around that, we want to give the customer an experience, a very unique experience, not only with smoking the cigar, but handling the cigar, looking at the cigar, and that's where everything else comes in.
Yeah, I mean, it's breathtaking.
Thank you.
When you see, like again, like the mechanics of the tobacco and what it can do, and unleashing the potential, creating such a new, unique experience.
What you just said is very important, potential,
Yeah.
and I think that's an important word, not only in our industry but everywhere. Whether it's human beings, whether it's tobacco, whether it's cuisine, you name it. There is so much potential out there, and it's our responsibility, whether it's journalists, whether it's tobacco growers or manufacturers. It's our responsibility to do the things that are right to unleash the potential of what we can deliver to everybody, and that responsibility is a heavy weight on all of our shoulders, but it's one that's worth living. And it's one that's worth going to the extra mile to be able to catch. And I know that you guys do your bit of the process, and we do ours to try to get the consumer what he deserves.
Absolutely. I mean, that's if they don't know about it, then so that's where we come in. But we do play only a small role. I mean, you're the artist.
It's not so small.
Yeah, I mean, you're the artist, though. You're the one that puts it together. That's what matters most. At least to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You make it look easy.
Well,
and you have some patience too. I mean, some of these tobaccos, to how long they age, there has to be some patience there. I mean, that takes time. I mean, especially when you do it correctly. You have to have patience and let the tobaccos go through their process to get that perfect leaf that ultimately becomes one of these cigars.
Well, you can talk about it or you can do it, and
right, and you do it.
It's very simple. You just light up a cigar; it'll talk for itself. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you don't have any new products per se that you're launching here. More or less just launching yourself as a brand here at the show. But I'm sure you have some things you're working on for the future. So
we always have things we're working on. Sometimes those things can take 20 or 30 years. Sometimes some of those things took 10 or 15 years. And we're always active. So there's definitely things which will be popping up whenever they're ready.
Yep.
And whenever it's time to take them out of the aging rooms. Things that have been sitting around now and we've been working on for decades. But slowly. I think the most important thing is having available whatever is ready to be available, and there's more than enough. We have the macheteros, the machetero exclusivas, which have been sold in Europe and around the world now for quite some time, but new to the US. We have the behind the scenes, which is a relatively inexpensive cigar, but where we kind of moved a lot of the costs from packaging into the tobacco again, so very tobacco-orientated products on everything we do. Obviously the La Estancia Exclusiva, which has made a lot of noise and it's been around for quite some time. That's a very, very Cubanesque, to say the least, cigar, which I know people are very excited about, and people have been flying to Europe to actually buy, which is very cool. And then and the Meerapfel cigar now, which is going to be spread around to the best, the most adequate, let's say, the most adequate retailers in the United States. We're going to keep it relatively privileged, but it will be distributed to the people who are able to understand what it is, who are able to handle it, and who are able to transmit the important messages that need to be known, like we just spoke about a few minutes ago. Sure. It's a pity not to understand the product when you're about to light a Meerapfel cigar.
Yeah.
You're missing out on a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's that retrohale going for you? Good.
Yeah, the retrohale's nice.
Good.
It's really smooth, but it's smooth, but there's a lot at the same time.
That's the whole point. Your taste buds are completely open. They're completely awake. There's very little anesthesia going on. You're completely open to being able to understand all of the essential oils, which is really what's very powerful in here. So the magic of a Meerapfel cigar is having this explosion of flavors going on, but without having that uncalled for strength through ammoniacs rather than strength through flavor itself.
Right.
And that's what we're looking for in this level cigar.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, the cigar speaks for itself.
Yes, it should.
Yeah. So job well done.
Thank you, sir.
Jeremiah, thank you for taking some time to talk to us.
Thank you, Matt. Always a pleasure.
I appreciate you very much, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.
And with everything in the future.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
Absolutely.
To you and your team.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Guys, thank you for being here with us, and stay tuned for more coverage from PCA 2026, brought to you by Drew Estate. Take care.
Smoking tobacco.